Mother's Day to all of you mothers out there. It's a very quiet crowd here at the Memorial Coliseum in Corpus Christi. There's a big left. Whoa!
Hinton wobbled. Hinton was wobbled before in the other exchange. His knee almost went down, and he almost went down that time.
40 seconds to go in round 2. Can he hang on?
Well, that big overhand right that everybody was talking about Martinez had exploded on Hinton. And here's Hinton trying to take the charge and survive.
Well, Freddie, it looks like he's going to survive the round, and he did an excellent job of recollecting himself. Oh, a straight left puts Martinez on his back. In the middle of round 2.
All right, here's the staggering punch. You see the first one buckle him, but then these subsequent ones really did the damage.
And now Hinton, watch this short left that he hits Martinez with. Whoop! Right on the kisser. And Martinez is down.
And here's a lesson for you guys that here's another look at that really short, sharp punch. But here's a lesson in boxing scoring. Who gets that round? One guy had Hinton in trouble all during the round, and the other guy put him down with just a few seconds left.
Now you ready?
And even round. Let's listen.
Okay. Let's get it to work now.
Let's punch it hard. Hard jabs and hard right hand.
Let's go to work. You know what you got to do.
Hard jabs and right hand.
They can't stand up under punching power. Let's get him out of there. Keep the hands up.
Junius was saying that Martinez can't stand up under the punching power. Each fighter obviously got the others respect in that round. Hinton down first, and then Martinez.
Well, that was like 2 minutes and 40 some odd seconds of Martinez domination, and then the last knockdown. I would make it an even fight, 10-10. Although my inclination is to give it to Alberto Martinez, who really did the damage all during the fight, all during the round.
That's another big left hook landed by Martinez. This fight's scheduled for 10. We're in round 3. And in case you just came up, tuned in, both fighters down in the second round. We have another fight coming up for you on Sports World. That's the local hero, Jesse Benavides, versus Kelvin Seabrooks. They, too, are junior featherweights.
Well, if Emmanuel Stewart wanted this as a test, I imagine he's thinking, I wanted a test, I didn't want a final exam. Boy, this guy is in tough with Alberto Martinez. Hinton his bright future ahead of him. He's trying to show a little bit of boxing skill now, his fast hands, his movement, and try to sort of get things back in the groove that they were in the first round, which he won clearly on my card.
Great deal more caution by both boxers now in round 3 after being each down in round 2.
Combinations with great authority now and precision. Little mouse coming up under the right eye of Hinton, the result of that furious action in the last round in the corner, which saw Hinton wobble badly.
Final seconds, round 3, scheduled for 10. Hinton versus Martinez from Corpus Christi, Texas. We'll continue after this. We've finished 3 rounds, went to round 4, and Dr. Ferdy Pacheco, how do you have the fight scored?
It's 30-28 on my scorecard. Oh, he got thumbed. Hinton just got thumbed. Martinez does not pardon him. He's coming after him.
Hinton's got 2.5 minutes to survive here. You see him blinking his left eye.
He cannot see. And Martinez is relentless. He's right on him, as you would expect from his style of fighting. And after that big record of his, you can understand, and he will go to the body. He'll go to those sides and try to hurt Hinton.
Referee Roberto Gonzalez watching very closely. Hinton still trying to hide that eye. Now, he's had this problem before. He was thumbed in the last fight he had. It was the same eye versus Freddie Hernandez.
He just looked over here and said to Emmanuel, I can't see. I can't see. Now, you can imagine being not only half-blinded, but a throbbing pain in your eye. There's nothing like eye pain. And on top of which, he's got a guy pounding him to the midsection and all over. He's got to put something on Martinez to get him away, to get him off, to get him careful.
Boy, every time Roberto Gonzalez gets in there and breaks the fighters, it's a big assist to Jemal Hinton.
Hinton has to land something hard as he's coming as out.
Oh,
there he is. There it is.
Big right. Martinez down for the second time in this fight. The count is 4. Martinez looks like he's finally will get up. The fight will continue. Hinton still trying to clear his left eye. Martinez down twice.
Martinez just too wild, and he was just totally out of control because he had a guy that couldn't see him and was hurting. So he had no worry about defense. All of a sudden, Hinton woke up and finished big.
It certainly appears that Hinton's vision has cleared because he's not missing many punches.
If his vision hadn't cleared, his sense of survival has, because something clicked in, as it does in a champion's heart usually, and says, no matter how it hurts, I got to get over this. I got to get through this somehow.
Big overhand right by Martinez.
That's his big punch. The big overhand right is the big thing that he's got to do. Remember, he wanted this streak fight with Hinton. He wanted to get in here toe-to-toe. Hinton just trying to pass the time, hoping that he can just settle down and get down to the end of the round and get treatment in the corner. And the treatment will be a big ice bag and a lot of tender loving care from Emmanuel Stewart.
Let it go.
Final seconds, round 4, and it's been a very active round for both fighters. Hinton thumbed, Martinez down.
Let's take a look at the thumbing that caused all the problem and had Hinton hanging on. Watch. Oh, there it is. You see him now. He reaches up. His eyes in big trouble, but he comes back fighting. He has to do something to keep Martinez off. A straight right hand, and down went Martinez. And boy, that's another tough round to score. Hinton goes down after throwing that right hand so low, it looks like his knee is going to touch the canvas. I wonder what's going to happen when his knee touches the canvas, and they got to give him a count.
Bertie, he is still squinting very heavily out of his left eye. I'm not sure he can see, although that straight left certainly got in there.
Bob, it doesn't stop in one round. It doesn't clear up in one round. You're still seeing double. You're still seeing blurred. The throbbing somewhat subsides, and you start to see something. But it's still, look at how swollen the tissues are. A thumbing not only affects your vision, but it swells up your eye, and pretty soon it closes. You can't see.
It's the bottom of the left eye, and it's closing and closing quickly. That was a slip by Martinez, not a punch. Martinez has a little blood flowing from his nose. That was more of a shove.
Yeah.
Well, there's certainly no question this young fighter, Jemal Hinton, just 20, with 13 professional fights, has got to get Martinez out in a hurry. I'm not sure he can last 10 rounds with that eye.
Well, it was categorized as a test. It's gone beyond test. It's survival here. He's got a long way to go with an eye that's closing up and an opponent that is relentless and tough. it remains to be seen how much Martinez learned from those two knockdowns. He certainly's got to know that Hinton can put you down with one shot.
Punch out, sigue tirando. Sigan peleando, don't hold, punch out.
In the corner, Junius Hinton, the father of Jemal Hinton. Junius, a former fighter, behind him, the manager, Emmanuel Stewart of the Kronk Gym. Junius does 99% of the talking in the corner. He trains his son Jemal.
There's no question. The corner wants him to hunt him, to turn over his punches, but to lead with these jabs, Hinton is just right now a little out of control. He's trying so hard that he's forgotten the basics that got him here.
We're through 5. It's scheduled for 10.
Today's small cars are tougher than ever on oil. Their high compression engines not only rev high, they can...
Okay, let's go. Let's go now. Let's go.
We're in the corner of Jemal Hinton. Interesting comments by Emmanuel Stewart. He said that, Jemal, you're showing too much discomfort and too much pain. Don't show that much pain to Martinez.
You know, as hard as he's blinking, he's actually winking his eye. It hurts him so much to look with these bright lights and so forth. And of course, Martinez sees that. But Martinez has got a little bit of caution. He's been down twice, remember. He knows this guy's got a sting. What Hinton's got to do is exactly what Emmanuel Stewart said. Come back down to your basics, get to your hook, cross with your right, and don't forget a left hook afterwards. The basic instruction that any corner gives a fighter to try to get him to settle down.
In case you just joined us, the swelling in Jemal Hinton's eye was the product of a thumb that happened in round 4. An inadvertent thumb by Alberto Martinez, and here comes Hinton again.
And boy, Martinez doesn't give him any respect. He stands there and slugs with him. He wants this. He wants this kind of slugfest, and he obliges Hinton at every opportunity. An interesting factor to note is for the first time on the Kronk corner is missing Ralph Citro, the excellent cornerman. And so Emmanuel Stewart has got to do both jobs, advise him and take care of the swollen eye, which he's doing with end swell, that metal that's very cold. And that's a difficult job to do 2 jobs at once. They're going to miss Ralph Citro in the corner.
Punch out, sigue tirando, punch out, no hold. Sigue tirando. Punch out, no hold.
Hey, what Emmanuel wants is he doesn't want a fight. He wants a boxing contest. And what Hinton has been doing is fighting the last 3 or 4 rounds. It's been just out and out fighting.
Well, to box, it's my understanding you got to throw that jab and throw it again and keep throwing it, and Hinton is not doing that.
He's not, and he's got to try to avoid punches, and he hasn't been doing that too well either. They've been exchanging. I was wondering how far he was going to get with that. He is coaching, and Junius is coaching, and the referee said, stop that coaching.
That's round 6.
I'm going to review today's scores very briefly here. 86, 94, 92, and 1 high.
This is round 7. Jemal Hinton in the yellow trunks. He is a big fan of martial arts, watches movies all the time. And yesterday when we talked to him, I said, why? And he said, I like the way they recover. I guess we shouldn't tell him that those people are actors in those movies. And he's now dealing with real life. He's got an eye that's swelling shut from a thumb in the 4th round. And he's got a 10-round fight that he's got to survive here.
Well, one thing he said from those movies, though, in all fairness, is that I love the discipline, the fact that they listen to what their teachers tell them and go out and do it. And he was doing exactly that. It was a perfect example. His father said left, right, he threw it. His father said 3 punches, he threw it. And then the referee said stop already. And he had to stop coaching. But it's Emmanuel Stewart who's saying the jab, the right hand, you'll come through. The only time you're getting hurt is when you back up. Keep coming forward.
Watching junior featherweights, Jemal Hinton and Alberto Martinez. This is scheduled for 10 rounds, and following this fight on ringside, we'll have a fight on Sports World that features the local kid, Jesse Benavides, from right here in Corpus Christi, Texas, versus Kelvin Seabrooks, a gentleman who has not fought in almost a year. That's coming up following this fight on Sports World. So stay tuned.
One of the infrequent clinches in this fight just then, as both fighters are slacking off the pace in the last 2 rounds. They've had a fast and furious pace going. Every right hand that lands on that cheek of Hinton closes the eye further, but he can't see those right hands coming. If Martinez had a little bit more speed and stamina on that right hand, he would have closed the eye completely by now.
Nice uppercut by Hinton. It landed. This is not the time to play.
Martinez has slowed up a great deal.
Pretty between rounds, Emmanuel Stewart said, be patient, stay with it, it's going to come. He believes that he's wearing down Martinez.
I believe he is as well. Since he's ahead on the scoring unofficially in my card, 60-57, I don't think there's any reason for alarm right now. Be patient. He can do this. That jab controls everything, and Hinton has an excellent jab. If he stops trying to fight and goes to boxing, he'll take these rounds as he has this one.
7 down.
Today, a guy losing his hair can choose between being the man he wants to be.
There you can see Jemal Hinton's eye. Does look better. Looks like some of the discomfort from the thumbing has been alleviated.
Yeah, at least he's not squinting away, and he's not showing his pain. It's apparently not hurting. It's only just closing up on him. And Martinez, for whatever reason, has just neglected to work on the eye and close it completely. I think the reason is that Hinton's gone back to boxing beautifully and jabbing and keeping him off.
Oh, turn him loose. Step back. Turn him loose. Oh, hold him. Step back, break. Oh, you step back.
Stepped in. That was the kind that wobbled him back there in the second round. I don't think Martinez has the hand strength and speed. I think that 4th round took so much out of him because he chased him, and then got knocked down at the end of it.
There's an overhand right that landed right on Hinton's eye by Martinez. In case you just joined us, Hinton was wobbled in the second, then put Martinez down. Hinton was thumbed in the 4th and then again put Martinez down. And it's been a battle of mutual respect since then. This corner wants Hinton to fire out that jab to keep the distance from Martinez, and frankly, Hinton's not doing it.
No, he's not doing it enough. Not to his satisfaction. But on the other hand, he has foot speed as well as hand speed. He just gets away from those punches enough to neutralize anything that Martinez is doing. Martinez has got to be getting very frustrated here. I mean, what he wanted, he got earlier. Punch out. And then he just couldn't put him away, and now it's Hinton doing everything he does well. Boxing.
In and out, in and out. That great foot speed by Jemal Hinton. That leg strength. Oh, there's a nice right by Hinton.
And that's a well-timed right. Hinton getting serious. You can see it in his face. He's like, oh, that was good. Let me do that again. He's got his right all cocked again.
Hold him. Get back. Oh, hold it, Hinton. Punch out, punch out.
Final seconds, round 8, scheduled for 10. These are junior featherweights. Back in Corpus Christi, Texas, Bob Trumpy along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. That's Jemal Hinton in the Crop Gym colors. His opponent, Alberto Martinez. It's been a very entertaining fight to this point.
As we watch that use and swell and to such good effect, you know, you have to think back just a few months when they didn't have Enswell with the Tyson Douglas fight and had a balloon full of water there that didn't do the job and close up Tyson's eye. You can see how effective Enswell is. It is a good adjunct to have in the corner.
Ooh, nice big overhand right by Jemal Hinton. Well, Martinez is not affected by much. He has been down twice. But that was a good punch, and he just keeps right on coming.
He's bleeding from the nose rather profusely now.
Alberto Martinez, the Mexican junior featherweight champion, took this fight on short notice, just 3 weeks, but he was training for a title defense in Mexico.
Well, I think he can't call this a tune-up fight. Now he's got his toe-to-toe action.
Not something that Jemal Hinton's corner wants in the 9th round.
The question now is, does Martinez have enough strength in his punches to do any damage when they go toe-to-toe? And I don't think he does.
Next on Sports World, Jesse Benavides from right here in Corpus Christi will take on Kelvin Seabrooks. They too are junior featherweights. Here in Memorial Coliseum, so the crowd should really get into that fight.
Martinez has some blood around his eye. I don't know, is that because he's been wiping his nose, and which is bleeding rather profusely. Can't see it from here, right on his right eye.
Bertie, I think that's from his nose. Looks like it's on the cheek below his eye. We should be able to see that. No, there's a cut. You're right. There's a cut above the right eye.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, it's right in the corner, right in the eyebrow of the right eye. I think the doctor's going to look at the eye. Bertie, you called it. You caught it quickly.
I don't think that's that bad to stop it. It doesn't look that bad. It's right in between the eyebrow and the eye, which is a dangerous place.
I'll let him go, yeah.
That's Dr. Tom Chotish. And he says okay. Well, the fight will continue. This is round 9. It's scheduled for 10. Final 30 seconds, round 9.
Now Hinton almost playing, doing all kind of different little herky-jerky moves just to fool him. Look at this, playing with him.
Final seconds of round 9, scheduled for 10. And we'll stay here. Martinez goes to his corner.
And look how long it takes them to sit him down and take care of that cut. Look how much time they're wasting. It's as if they got all the time in the world.
And here's the Hinton corner. Bertie, you mentioned the Enswell. Explain to me exactly what that is, if you can.
That's a piece of iron that's kept in solid ice so that when you get out, it is so cold, concentrated, that it presses the tissues and reduces the swelling. First by the pressure, second by the coldness. It absolutely makes an ice bag useless in comparison. On the other corner, they just got around to working on the eye. I was amazed how long it took and how long it's taken, and all they're doing is holding a towel on it.
The doctor once again is in there to check. That's Dr. Tom Chotish.
It's up to you.
Give him a little water.
We've got
make it work.
injured eyes all over the place. Ferdy, on your scorecard, does Martinez need a knockout to win?
Oh, yes, he does. He's woefully behind Hinton at 90 and Alberto Martinez at 84. He'd have to have a knockout to win.
So this is the final round, and if there was ever a round that Jemal Hinton just wanted to box, this is it. Get out here with his 14th win.
And it is odd and ironic that the man who sustained that bad eye damage in the 4th round is the guy that's way ahead, and now the guy that could have taken advantage of it has got a bad eye himself.
Swelling in Hinton's eye was from a thumbing in the 4th. Martinez was cut in the last round, the 9th round. Hinton has 11 knockouts in his 13 fights.
Well, these are the fights where you find out whether you've got a fighter or you just got a beautiful technician. When you have to draw in deep and you can't see and it's hurting and it's throbbing and you somehow get past that round and you come back and knock the guy down, you know you got a potential champion to work with. He's got a heart.
The knockdowns took place in the 2nd round. Hinton got Martinez with a straight right and then a quick left to put Martinez down in the 4th. Hinton was wobbled in the 2nd but did not go down.
And at this point, it looks like it's hitting all the way in this last round because Martinez didn't come out in a kamikaze kind of attack. He has virtually accepted defeat, apparently, because he is not willing to challenge Hinton.
Straight right on the forehead of Martinez by Hinton.
Go hold him, go hold him. Step back, step back. Punch out, punch out, punch out. Punch out, go hold, go hold. Step back, step back.
Well, this is coming down to the final minute of the final round, the 10th. Jemal Hinton has really survived the big scare with that thumbing in the 4th.
He had 2 big scares. He almost went down in the 2nd, and he took a fearful beating all during the 4th when his eye was shut and still came back and knocked down his opponent. I would say he's passed this test with flying colors.
Break lead. No punch.
Well, this is the final round, and as you said, Martinez happy to go out there and just be in the ring for the 10th and final, and it's cost him the fight. He didn't come out to knock him out, and it looks like Jemal Hinton is going to win his 14th fight with no losses, surviving a thumbing in the 4th round. As you said, a giant step in the career of Jemal Hinton. We'll come back with a decision from Corpus Christi after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, Jemal Hinton.
So the young 20-year-old out of the Kronk gym goes to 14-0. He did not get the knockout, but he does keep that unblemished record intact. 14-0, and he's worth the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco.
That 4th round where you got a thumb. Tell us what it felt like and what you were thinking about.
Well, the first thing I thought about was when I first got thumbed when I fought Freddie Hernandez, and it was the same basic incident. So I tried to move around the ring and make it back to the corner and make sure there wasn't any serious damage done.
In the meantime, Emmanuel Stewart, you're in the corner. He looked like he was looking for sympathy. You gave him none.
No, there's no sympathy out there. In fact, it works just the opposite. When you're showing pain, that game stimulates your opponent to come on more. And this is a rough business, and part of the business is pain. I mean,
all right, you were looking for a tough test, but you got a final exam here. Were you happy? What are the grades, Professor?
I give him A.
You give him an A. That's the effort.
Yeah.
Junius, you happy with the comeback from tough adversity?
Yes, I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with his performance after getting thumped.
Okay, and now back to Bob Trumpy at ringside.
Okay, thank you, Ferdy Pacheco. It's 14-0 for Jemal Hinton. Alberto Martinez moves to 47-8 as he goes back to Mexico with still with the junior featherweight championship belt. And after Hinton was thumbed in the 4th round, that right hook put Martinez down the first of 2 times he was down in the fight. And Hinton with his dad, Junius. Yes, sir, there's fatherly love on Mother's Day. His son did an excellent job of surviving a very serious thumbing in the 4th round.